I wish you had more time.
Hey, what's going on TikTok? It's your boy, Brother Leon. Sometimes in this life, you have to be okay with watching people suffer. Because the one thing that I like about this movie, Man on Fire, is that scene is symbolic of what happens when retribution and vengeance catches up with a person because of the deeds that they've done throughout their life. And there's a whole lot of things that people, they could avert. They could get on another path, but they have chosen certain lifestyles and paths, and they got to pay that consequence. My teacher once told me, he said this: pay me now, pay me later, but you're going to pay me. And that's the thing about consequence. Your actions is the ways that you get, the ways that you pay consequence. And then the results of consequence, either positive or negative, comes from it. That's what you paid for, whether it be positive or negative. And so you got to learn to step aside when you see retribution coming on people. You could try to be the shield all day long, but eventually it will catch up with them. And that's the God knows truth. Because consequence, it will not stop. It's unrelenting. And so when it comes to your life, you got to look at those who act like Jonah. They will come upon your life, come upon your ship, come upon your boat, get in your vehicle, which is your life, come into your life. And then they bring storms. And then the crazy thing about them bringing the storm, they act like ain't nothing going on. And then we try to save them by rowing harder or by trying to, pivot so that we can take everybody with us, not knowing that the storm is just going to get worse. And then when they finally do tell you their whole truth, now you have to sacrifice. Because the one thing about Jonah didn't throw nothing over the boat. But the guys that were on board, they had to throw their cargo over because of the storm that he brought. There's a lot of people that are bringing storms into your life, and you got to learn to throw them over so that they can pay consequence, so that they can pay for their decisions. You could try to avert it all day long and try to save them all day long. But all you're going to be doing is sacrificing. Sacrificing your time and energy, and for what? For a decision that you didn't even make. And we see this a lot of times, even with our kids. They don't listen. And then we try to save them from consequence. Sometimes you got to be okay with even letting your kids suffer. But I want you to see this. A lot of times, man, you can't stop suffering or retribution.